Hello, friends. Hi. This is once again Anson Thomas, a voice for the voiceless. And today, dear friends, I would like to speak to you about the protest which is taking place in Jantar Mantar, New Delhi, in Pune, Mumbai, Bihar, and so many other places all over India over the NEET question paper leak and the education minister that he should step down. Dear friends, the students are being beaten up and they are going through real problems. Who are they being beaten up by? The policemen, the rapid action force, and now they have got the CRPF and also the Indian Army, maybe they may get. Dear friends, my advice to the police, to the rapid action force, to the CRPF who have come with the guns, and maybe the Indian Army, don't obey the order of your bosses. You may be wondering, hey, what's this guy telling? Don't obey the order of your bosses. You may be given orders by your superiors to lathi charge, to beat, maybe even to shoot. But let me tell you, don't obey the orders. With due responsibility, I say this because I was a government officer working in the Indian customs. I held my head high when I did my duties. And it is with that I speak to you with responsibility that don't obey the orders of your bosses. When I worked, there were certain orders which used to come up from my bosses, but I never used to obey the order of my boss because I knew what I have to do with my conscience and the constitution and the law which I have to obey. If my boss is corrupt, I'm not going to obey my boss who is corrupt to do things which is wrong. And today, when the students are peacefully protesting for their right, following the Gandhian principle, they are being beaten up, pulled, young girls, women, they are being thrashed. What is happening? Is this Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao? Is it just a slogan by the Prime Minister of India? Is this what our youth have to go through for standing for truth and justice? When you talk about Man Ki Baat, is this Man Ki Baat or your Baat? So, dear friends, my advice, even to the police, is you have got lathi in your hand. But that does not mean that you have to lathi charge. Because before you take that lathi to hit, you have to question yourself, am I obeying the order of my boss who is corrupt and who is obeying the order of someone who is corrupt? Or am I following the law, the constitution, the lathi which I am using should be a lathi of peace. Dear friends, when I was on duty at the international airport in Mumbai, when the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, was traveling, when he saw a Bible in my hand, my lathi, which I always carry with me, when he saw it, he asked me to open my Bible and read Matthew chapter 5. I will read a few verses from the Bible, from Matthew chapter 5. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its taste, how shall it for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet? You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. He made me read Matthew chapter 5. Dear friends, these are the type of presidents and prime ministers we had. It was not religion that they propagated, but they propagated peace. The Lathi of peace. My Gandhi, he had a Lathi with him. That Lathi was to protest peacefully. And today, if the Indian government is not allowing such type of peaceful protest where they send their goons and they sabotage and they use the uniformed officer to beat up and thrash. Sorry, Mr. Modi. Sorry, Mr. Amit Shah. You are misusing the authority which God has given you to sit on that power. And you are answerable to God and to man. And let me tell you, you are the Prime Minister of India and Home Minister of India. But let me tell you, when I worked, I was not a custom officer. I was a public servant. I was a servant of the public. So you being the Prime Minister or Home Minister, don't think you will ever sit on that post forever and ever. But when you are sitting on that post, if you serve the public will salute you